I've said this before, and unfortunately, I have to say it again. America needs to pass, at the federal level, some common sense gun regulations. Common sense gun regulation. But unfortunately, at the congressional level, common sense seems to be uncommon. It ain't common. I say this in response to two occurrences that many of you, unfortunately, may have moved on from by now. This shit happens so often. And unfortunately, I don't have a daily show. One day when I can get some help and don't have to tend to all of these other responsibilities, and I can have some help with producing the show and editing the show and all that kind of shit. One day, I'll be able to address things like this more quickly, but it's okay. Keep working first. But I'm saying what I'm saying after what happened at the Super Bowl parade for the Kansas City Chiefs, in which numerous people were shot, including children. A lady was killed. Many, many more traumatized. Mm. But also another event closer to home for me. I'm from Mississippi, the Metro Jackson area. A former student of Jackson State University for some of my graduate studies. And I got a text message. Well, I'm in a group text with family members that I can't get out of. Y'all know how that be. And my oldest sister, who's a professor there, puts in that group text an alert that she got from the university that somebody was walking either on or near campus. I can't remember that part. Let's just say near campus because that's what's being reported largely. Near campus with an assault rifle. Then my other sister, my older sister, who is a secretary at the university, she puts in the group text a picture of the individual carrying the assault rifle. So I say again, we need common sense gun regulation in America. But unfortunately, common sense ain't common. Let's talk about this briefly, y'all. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and put all your people on. Let me get in front of something real quick. You cannot paint me as some what they be saying, bleeding heart liberal. I think that's what the motherfuckers be, them conservative bullies be trying to, conservative be trying to bully liberals with that, phrase and shit like that. You can't tag me as that. Okay. I own numerous guns, including an AR-15. Okay. This ain't no for play. This ain't no plastic gun, nothing like that. This the real goddamn thing. Okay. Proud owner. But I still got common sense. Still got common sense enough to know that access to that shit should be regulated. You cannot paint me as a hater of Jackson State University, as some as one person, I should say, recently has tried to do. Won't speak of him. As I just told y'all, I was a fucking former student there. Okay? I've had a pause account. I've written papers for that motherfucker. I've sat my ass down in the chairs and studied at the hands of people like Dr. Gentry. Okay? I am one of the faces of defending Jackson State University from haters like the Deion Sanders cult. I'm one of the faces of doing that. Okay? Me, this face. I get attacked for defending the university. So you can't paint me as that. But I got common damn sense. Okay? There should not be a motherfucker simply walking around with one of those. I didn't say he couldn't own it. I own it. But I ain't just walking down no goddamn street with it. That don't make no damn sense. That does not make any sense. And I got common sense. What happened in Kansas City wasn't your typical mass shooting situation. It wasn't motivated by racism. It wasn't motivated by anti-government shit or anti-immigrant shit like so many of these mass shootings we've seen. Like what happened, what was it, South Carolina, in that church where that piece of shit went in there and shot all those people in the church. What happened at the grocery store? Well, I think Buffalo, maybe. Pardon me. Let's say just New York. Okay. Now what happened in Texas where that piece of shit went to that Walmart and shot motherfuckers up? It ain't none of that. Okay. This was what happens pretty much every day in America where folks get mad at each other and they go to shoot. Where it's like personal disputes. Okay. You feel me? But from my understanding, you had minors out there equipped with this. It's too easy to get it. It's too easy to get it. You understand? To have a brother walking either on or near a damn campus, and the only reason I'm saying on or near because my family members were telling me that the mother was on campus. Okay? That's what I was told. That's why I'm saying it. They were scared. My sister was fucking scared. And I was at work in the Mississippi Delta helping children. I had to call my sister. I was scared for both of my sisters. Because we're in a climate now where with all these damn mass shootings, just to see somebody with one of those probably scare the shit out of somebody. We need common sense gun regulation, man. There's no argument against that. There's no argument against common sense gun regulation. Look at the state of Missouri, where the shit went down with Kansas City. Let's just look at some of the shit these motherfuckers don't have. Okay. And this comes from MSNBC. I got this from the Alex Wagner show. All right. When she had on a politician from that area, representing that area. Okay. No universal background checks. Why the fuck not? Why shouldn't we have universal background checks? Most Americans are not against that. Most Americans are not against that. That's the polling shows that. That's why I say common sense ain't common congressionally, because them motherfuckers be bowing to the NRA. No domestic violence gun laws. What the fuck? That's common sense. No assault weapon restrictions. Again, I am not one of them don't saying take the ban these. I'm not for no assault weapons ban. Okay, I am not. I'll explain why I'm not momentarily. But again, I understand that there should be some regulation. It should be harder to get this shit. You feel me? Oh, no concealed carry permit. See, I got a concealed carry license, but they said, "No, you don't need that." This is just some of the shit. This is not extreme, y'all. This ain't an extreme, man. Okay, you got a student. They interviewed a student at Jack State after that shit happened. Where the brother was walking around with the damn gun or near the campus with the gun. I'm gonna keep saying near. Keep saying near, because that's what was reported. Okay. But this young man, a junior named Mitchell Cook, and he was being interviewed by WLBT. Okay. Cook said, it seems like the administration doesn't care about the safety of their students. It's all about the sports. But when it comes to the day-to-day students living their life, it's unsafe. It's really unacceptable for this problem to be here for this long. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I understand that young man's frustration. But it's not a Jackson State problem. This is an American problem. Jackson State in the middle of the hood, man. It's in the middle of the hood. And as long as we have a gun problem in America, as long as we got poverty in America and you got a prestigious, and fuck you motherfuckers who don't think Jack State is prestigious. As long as you got a prestigious HBCU right there in the middle of the hood, that university is gonna unfortunately have to deal with some of the same shit that hood deals with. So this just ain't a Jack State problem. It ain't just a Jackson problem. Again, that's why I'm calling on Congress. The U.S. Congress needs to have some common damn sense to say, you know what? You shouldn't be able to just walk around openly carrying an AR-15. That as much as we talking about mental health in this motherfucker now, at least we capping about it. We acting like we care about mental health. Y'all don't think that might fuck up somebody's mental health to see with all these mass shooting going on, to see somebody walking around strapped up like that, that's gonna strike some fucking fear. Y'all don't think at the federal level we should have some shit where in all 50 states where there should be some domestic violence gun laws, universal background checks? Hmm? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Now you might say, well, first, why you trying to be in the middle on the issue. Why you think you need an assault rifle? Don't nobody need that. Don't nobody need that. First of all, that's bullshit. That's bullshit there now. And you can be in the middle on something. Most Americans are in the middle. Because of this stupid ass two-party system, we're forced to pick between the two. But most Americans are moderates. Most Americans look at the Democrats and say, okay, that makes sense. And most Americans look at the Republicans and say, okay, that makes sense. But because of the polarization, largely because of race, we get forced into either or. So yeah, I can be a moderate on this issue and have some common damn sense and say, yeah, I might need my AR-15 because if some motherfuckers ever, numerous folks try to come to my house and do something to me, it's going to take more than my pistol to get that done and protect my family. I might need that AR-15 right there. Oh, you being far-fetched, man. That kind of stuff don't happen. You don't need no gun like that. Bullshit. I'm reading a book right now called We Will Shoot Back about the Mississippi freedom struggle here and how people like me weren't being protected by the federal government, state government, local government either. And they had to fucking protect themselves from white supremacists trying to kill them for fighting for black liberation. Well, guess what I am? A black liberation fighter, a modern day version of it. Okay. I use my voice to do so. I use my teaching ability to do so. Okay. That's what I am. So from my study of history, motherfuckers like me, in the past, they try to do something to you. I got to be ready for that if that happens. Hell, I also got to be ready in case some motherfucker just want to try to rob me. Want to try to burglarize my home. I ain't no trained shooter. So I ain't no sniper or one of these marksmen and shit like that. So if I'm trying to shoot at a motherfucker, I'm trying to get up in here, ain't no telling I'm gonna be accurate like that. So I might miss with the 10 bullets in my pistol. But this motherfucker right here got 30 in it, Jack. I'm gonna get your ass one of these 30. Okay? I'm gonna get your ass one of these 30. But notice I'm saying defending my home. Defending my home. I'm not saying walking around near no damn school with this damn rifle. I'm not saying having this motherfucking rifle at no goddamn parade while people are being celebratory of their team winning. But see, that's one of the things though. And it happening at that damn Super Bowl parade is so ironic because there's so much bullshit in America, so much fuck shit in America that we be forgetting about and we just move on in part because we have all these distractions. We have football and basketball and baseball and boxing and racing and we got pillow fighting now as a fucking sport. Folks got professional air guitar leagues. Look it up. I saw that shit. All these distractions to take our minds off of the fact that some children at a damn parade, got loose, killed a woman, shot others with one of these that they ain't had no business having access to. A man walking around near a university, just walking around one of these motherfuckers. Now, maybe the king thought he needed it for his protection. Okay? Jack State is in the hood. Okay? Well, if that brother that got that kind of smoke where he feel like he got to walk down the street with his AR, he might need to goddamn invest in a car or something. You feel me? And then put his rifle in the car with him. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he don't need to be walking through that hood. If the folks got smoke with him like that and he feel like he got to have the AR walking near Jack State, maybe he need to take another route. But in terms of walking around with this near that damn school, or it ain't just Jack State. If I walk down my street right now with this damn gun, I'm probably gonna scare my neighbors, man. I shouldn't be able to do that. You feel me? I should be able to own this motherfucker. And if somebody try to get up in this bitch, I should be able to lay their ass down with it. Somebody come shooting up in my home like they did them civil rights icons in the past, I should be able to go out there and light their ass up with it. Shout out to Vernon Damer, the legend, the icon from Mississippi. Yeah, when the Klan came to that man house, that man went out there and started busting at them motherfuckers. Okay, they set his house on fire. His family was able to get out the back. You know what I'm talking about? And he was able to defend his family. Unfortunately, he ended up dying from smoke inhalation and all that kind of shit. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if he had an AR or anything like that, but I'm saying this would have come in handy. But he was defending his home. Defending his home. That's common sense. That's common sense, man. Common sense. And most Americans have common sense, man. Most Americans in the polling, and I know polling can be wrong, but in numerous polls that I've seen, most Americans support shit like universal background checks, getting rid of the gun show loophole where sometimes these motherfuckers ain't even getting no damn background check at the gun shows and all this kind of stuff, man. But why then? Why we ain't getting this common sense legislation passed if most of the politicians, most of the American people in favor of the shit? Because of the gun lobby, because of the NRA. That's why. And also because you got some fools out there who want a race war. And they want to be uber strapped up and have every kind of gun imaginable for that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not being far-fetched. Read Malcolm Nance's book, They Want to Kill Americans. Read that book. See, I'm a well-read motherfucker. You're not gonna play with me. And I don't just read bullshit. I read shit by people who actually know what the fuck they talking about. Okay? So read that book, They Want to Kill Americans by Malcolm Nance. You'll see what I'm talking about. Some of these folks want this race war. They out here training with automatic shit. Fuck this is a semi-automatic rifle I got. Okay, they out there training for real, night vision and all this type of shit, infrared beams. They waiting on a race war. They trying to pop it off. Some of them motherfuckers don't want no gun legislation because of that. If you saw more individuals running around with these ARs like that brother near Jack State campus, oh, you have some gun legislation in. Let us get the goddamn carrying this shit around like that in mass. Oh, they're gonna pass something in. They're gonna pass something in. This is bullshit. So Congress, do better, man. And voters do better. See, motherfuckers say one thing in them polls, but then you go vote another way. You say one thing when the pollsters calling you, but clearly you keep voting in these folks into Congress who won't pass common sense shit. And I'm sure most of my viewers aren't the ones doing that, okay? Most of my viewers ain't like that, and you're not voting for motherfuckers like that, okay? But you may work with somebody who's doing that, okay? Somebody that you befriend might be doing something like that. Check their ass, man. Get them right. Get them right. Because those children of Kansas City were terrified. They'll be fucked up for life now after that. That lady who got killed was a mother, man. Her kids gonna be fucked up forever behind that shit. Those kids who got shot. While trying to celebrate their favorite team. They'll forever be fucked up behind that, man. Some of those kids at Jack State might be fucked up behind that. They might be scared. My sister was scared. She grown ass woman in her 50s. She was scared. Don't have to be like that, man. And some folks might just say, well, increase law enforcement. Law enforcement was up there in Kansas City deep as fuck. See, that's what I'm saying about Jack State. You can't just say it's a security issue. The parade in Kansas City, it was security. They saying, 800 police were out there. So you can surround Jack State with 800 police. Still, if we don't get some common sense gun legislation, still a motherfucking goddamn get a weapon up there. Some folks shouldn't have access to guns, man. They just shouldn't. Some folks should not have access to them. They just shouldn't. Just like some folks get the driver's license taken away from them. Some of that right or privilege, whichever one you want to call it gets taken away. Some folks shouldn't be able to get a damn gun. And what it is. But common sense ain't common in Congress, man. And common sense ain't common amongst the motherfuckers who are sending them there. Do better. Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.